So the other day, as usual, right? I'm always just either on Craigslist or one of my buddies sends me a message and he's like, "Hey, someone's selling a guitar you may be interested in." This time, I actually went to the local guitar shop that's owned by Matt and Tom. It's called Parkway Music. These two guys are absolutely awesome. So, I'll go to their website. They have a used section. They have a new section. So I'll browse through there. But I also know that they don't always post their latest used gear that came through the door. So every once in a while, I decide, let me swing by. Let me see what they have. So I would literally walk into the door, and I love those guys. So sometimes I've gone in there and had such a great time talking to people and, the people that work there. Sometimes it's the customers, and on my way out, I'll go over to my other buddy's shop who owns a pizzeria, and I'm like, do me a favor, let's make 2 giant pies, and I'll cover 2 liters or 3 2-liters, and just have it shipped over to Parkway Music. So throughout the years, they know me, which is funny. So I'll usually write a note like, "Thanks, guys, Luis Torres Photography." So I'll walk into the store and they're like, "Louie!" Literally, I know everyone. They're absolutely awesome. This one guy, Adam, I ended up drinking with him at the bar. I just walked into this one bar and he was there completely hammered, but we had such a great time. So I love those guys. They're just really sweet. So if I ever get the chance to just, if I'm in the area, they're 3 miles down the road near the mall. So I was going to the post office and I'm like, they're right here. Let me just swing by and see what they have. So I walk in there and, first thing I do is I walk into the amplifier section because I'll look for Mesa Boogies. I'll look for Marshall gear. I bought a Marshall JCM 800 head, but it was the 2205. Bought it, brought it home. Hated it. It was absolutely awful. But it's because they actually did a bunch of tweaks to the 2205 and then realized I needed to stick to the 2203, which is the 100 watt version, or the 2204, which is the 50 watt. So whatever. So, I go in there. I know exactly where I'm going to go. I loop around to the backside. I'll take a look at their Gibsons that they have. Not that I'm into Gibson anymore, but, just to see what they have. I loop all the way around into their used area. So I look around and I see one of my buddies who actually dropped off one of his guitars on consignment. I go here. I'm like, okay, look at that 8-string. Is it Legator? I don't know. There's some 8-string with that company. It's, what's the spelling? Legator? Legator? I don't know, whatever. But they had one. I'm not into 8 strings. Don't know what to do with my 7-string. So that's out of the picture. And I'm looking around, okay, Ibanez, look at this one, look at this. Oh, look, they have an ESP, but there's a few things that I didn't like about it, and I'm like, okay, well, I have enough ESPs, and I look around, and I see this Ibanez, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty. And I pull it down, and I look to the back of the headstock, and it says Korea, and I'm like, all right, most of my Ibanez models are Japanese, older Japanese models. So I look at the front of the headstock and it says Prestige, and I'm like, oh, it's a Prestige. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I thought all Prestiges was made in Japan. I'm like, maybe they made a few in Korea, but I actually had an Ibanez RGT 42 that was Korean made, and it was, listen, better than a Japanese Ibanez of the same era. I think it was literally right when they switched over to Korea, around, do I dare say, 2001, around there. Neck through body, absolutely amazing. So I knew how the quality was for the Ibanez Prestige or the Ibanez Korean line. And I decide to haggle. But it was on consignment, so there's only so much I can do. And got an absolutely incredible price for this guy, which is my new, this is my Ibanez S2075F, like Frank W. So S2075FW. It's funny, it only has has like these little moons on the 12th fret, and that's it. It's 22 frets. Has these DiMarzio IBZ pickups with a ZR bridge. But I think after playing it for a while, I'm actually going to end up switching the pickups and putting in Seymour Duncan Black Winters, because I actually have a neck and a bridge pickup, and I've been trying to figure out which guitar to put it on, so I'll probably throw it on this. So it's a mahogany back, bolt on, and it is a, what is that again? Poplar burl top. So you see all the little burls on there. But it's actually really pretty. Ibanez Prestige, so the actual top layer, although it's been lacquered, is actually mahogany also, with maple back and, was it mahogany? I have to look at the specs again. I think it's mahogany and maple back neck. So it's like, but it's actually, I mean, and again, it's the S model, so it's thin compared to my ESP, right? If you're not familiar with the S line, it's just Ibanez's thinner Sabre model, which is what they were originally. So I'm actually playing out of my Mesa Triple rectifier with a 412 rectifier cabinet. So, if you get the chance to buy an Ibanez Prestige S Series, get this one. It's actually really pretty. This one actually has even burl marks on the side, on the neck. I wonder if you can see that, right? Can you see it? No, you can't see shit. Anyway, so take my word for it. It's actually an interesting guitar. And the bridge, believe it or not, I haven't even played around with it. I have the bar, haven't even tooled around with that, but okay, so if you get the chance again, make sure you get this model because I think you really like it. You're gonna love it. You're not gonna like it. You're gonna love it. Okay, everyone. Thanks for watching. You are the absolute best. Hit the subscribe button if you like these crazy videos. And as usual, I will talk to you soon. Bye.